Hello everyone, my name is Chris Forrester and I'm one of the contributing editors to Television.Com, and welcome to this Advanced TV's latest roundtable, this time on 4K ultra high definition, and we're going to look at the current state of play within the market for 4K TV. We're recording this just a couple of days after NAB in Las Vegas. Incidentally, I wasn't at NAB. I was down at MIP TV on the sunny south of France, where we had 3 days of concentrated effort looking at progress in program making for 4K. And I was really rather surprised, and I'm sure we'll touch on that in a moment. Both events are crucial to the development of 4K ultra high def. NAB because of the technology needed to produce, capture and deliver 4K, but MIP TV is where the content is piled high and offered to broadcasters around the world. We have a superb panel for you today, an international panel, truly international. Let me ask each of our contributors to introduce themselves and tell you a little about their business.
Hello, my name is Ian Trow, Senior Director of Emerging Technology for Harmonic. We're a delivery infrastructure company, so very much involved in 4K and UHD from a compression, storage and multi-screen delivery perspective.
Hello, I'm George Mikeladze, founder and CEO of Carva, concentrating in user experience, providing end-to-end software solutions for IPTV and OTT.
And hi, my name is Johan Molin. I am Vice President of Products and Product Marketing at Edgeware, and we do CDN products and solutions for IPTV, cable TV, broadcasters and OTT.
Hi, my name is Godert Burghardt. I'm Vice President Marketing at Irdeto. Irdeto is a security solutions provider for the media and entertainment industry, and we serve pay media operators, telcos, OTT providers and broadcasters in protecting their content and their business model.
A great panel. Let's kick off. 4K or ultra high def? Is there a difference? Does the viewer care? Ian, you're perhaps best, I don't know about best qualified, but I know you'll have an opinion on, on this. 4K or ultra high def? Do we care?
Well, first of all, there is a difference between 4K and Ultra HD. 4K is very much the cinematic format, whereas Ultra HD is its television counterpart.
Right, let me interrupt you there. Why does every manufacturer, every consumer electronics manufacturer, not only brand their content, their displays 4K, but actually it's 4 capital K, which all of us around this table know is really not quite true.
It's a temperature.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I think that from a branding perspective, it recognises the fact that industries are moving closer together. So cinematic and television industry, even though they're very, very different industries, people want to see a common branding. 4K strictly refers to cinematic content at 24 frames per second, whereas UHD is its television counterpart. So there is a difference, but I totally understand people wanting to clump both together because the industries genuinely are moving together.
George, how are you branding your content? How are you branding your services?
We had to say, we are saying always Ultra HD 4K because for people to easily understand what we're talking about. I understand that these are two different things, but for end users it's the same because there are two Ultra HDs, 4K and 8K. This is not exactly 4K and 8K, as well as HD was not 2K exactly, and this was also different, and 2K was cinematic and Ultra.
Sure.
Yeah, so this is the same, but for end user it's they are buying 4K TVs. So this is what people know.
Exactly. Johan?
Yeah, we also use both, and even though we are not selling to end users, everyone is a consumer in the end as well, so we also try to use the same labels as are used by the consumer industry. Then we usually add the HIVC as well on top of that, because that's the codec that is used, and that's what we need to cope with in the network, in the distribution.
Godat, you're at the end of the chain. It almost doesn't matter to you. I mean, I can say this, but are you having to distinguish one from the other?
We do, because 4K is for us a kind of empty, where the complexity really is in the Ultra HD and all the components that comprise Ultra HD. But I'm a consumer as well, and I did a search for those television sets on the internet. And there were websites that would sell the same television set as just a 4K television set, which is kind of easy because all those different terms for me as a consumer, I really don't understand them as a consumer. But there were sites like Amazon, for example, where they're sold as 4K Ultra HD consistently. Yeah. So I guess some people get it, and for the rest it's all marketing.
Yes, unfortunately.
I think at the moment 4K is a resolution, and the hope is that UHD will unify all of the requirements. Because, I mean, as you quite rightly say, the consumer is bombarded with branding. DTG did a recent plug fest where they actually filled a whole screen full of all of the 4K, UHD, the various branding. And I think it's the responsibility of the industry to come up with a clear branding for UHD so broadcasters and suppliers don't mislead the end user.